Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another very interesting session of Candid Meena. And in today's session, a lot of things are happening, especially with the fact that Dino Moria is in a huge mess, as well as the fact that the case which is shocking the nation, which is the Sonam Raghuvanshi case, and it is a very shocking case. We'll be discussing with regards to that, as well as many other interesting news, and hope you guys had a very good weekend. So welcome Fennel, welcome Aban, welcome Milburn, welcome Leena, Sunita. Yeah, so it is over to you.
So friends, a lot of news tonight for you. And the most surprising news that you will receive today is that, the lady who is, people have been calling all the sorts of names, seems to be having a very good time now. And we are talking about none other than Riya Chakravarti, now who is preparing to represent Indian talent on a global stage. Now, a special NDPS court has granted Riya Chakravarti permission to travel internationally for work from June 1st to September 15th. And she's scheduled to shoot for Stepson Season 1, which will take her to Sri Lanka, Serbia, and parts of Europe. Now, that is not, all. Now, 5 years after being in the center of attention and thinking that she's got a clean chit in the Sushant Singh Rajput, now you can see that she started. She did a puja, special puja, which was held at her streetwear store in Mumbai, and the ceremony was attended by her family. So she shared these pictures from the celebration in her Instagram, and saying that gratitude for our chapter 2, Ganpati Bappa Moria. The store which officially opened its doors in May, is revealing her role as an entrepreneur in the fashion space. The brand is supposed to reflect her evolving style and supposed to be modern design rooted in street culture. Now, the startup, she says, was founded as an online store in 2024 and valued at rupees 38 crores to rupees 40 crores as of May 2025, following seed funding from retail giants Kishore and Ashni Biyani. The streetwear clothing brand went offline this week with a store in the Bandra suburb of Mumbai. And she says that the brother and the sister, decided to do this because like they felt that they had to do something after, living a very, sort of a low life. And they felt that they were under the spotlight following the death of SSR. And so you remember, she was arrested by the NCB on drug-related charges, and she was also jailed. Now it seems like this woman is having, the fun of her life with everything happening in her favor. But how long will this last is the question, because as you see, Jaydev was also mentioning the fact that Dino Moria is in a big soup, and it is in the Mitti River case, and I'm sure this woman is also going to face her karma very soon. So let's just take a few comments. Ma'am, these days women are considered fragile, are into nasty things, are killing people. Not just this Meghalaya case, but we keep on hearing such horrific stories of hate. So welcome to you, Leena, always, Sunita, Abhan, Milburn, and Fennel, and Paran. Sunita, thank you for joining us. So one thing is very clear. I'm talking about, but going back to this Riya Chakravarti and Dino Moria types. See, when you do good things, you can always have a very good night's sleep. But when you do things that have hurt people and which have been really atrocious, you're not going to last, in the long saying, you're not going to be a happy person, is what we think. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, but the sad thing is the justice system in India is so pathetic that you have all this accused, the key accused in a crime case, getting permission to leave the country just like that, and is out on bail despite so many evidences and everything from NCB. And also the fact that many of the rich people and key celebrities in India, they are out on bail like it is nothing. And also the killers of a tailor, I forgot his name. The killers are, let scot free. Also, the Nirbhaya case where there was a minor, he is also free. So, what kind of justice system does India have? Isn't
So,
it?
in fact, Jaydev, our video yesterday, was very, very explosive. But as you know, the video was controlled and it exposed everything about what's happening in the state, isn't it? And how, the good lawyers are being curtailed when they do, justice, and they try to give justice to the common man.
Yeah. So the only thing which is good to see is that there is consolidation of Hindutva in the country, and all because of the way Pakistan attacked innocent people in Pahalgam, and thanks to that, there's a unification of Hindus all over India, and moreover, the youngsters in India are getting pumped up, and it is very good to see that. So coming to the next piece of news, friends, and it is with regards to Dino Moria, and Dino Moria seems to be in a huge mess because the Enforcement Directorate has summoned at least a dozen people, including Dino Moria, officials from the BMC, civic contractors, and intermediaries for questioning related to the money laundering investigation into the execution of contracts for desilting the Miti River. All the summoned people have been asked to appear for questioning at the agency's Mumbai office last week. This is what an official said with regards to this particular case. The people summoned included those named and questioned previously by the Mumbai Police's Economic Offence Wing, which has registered an FIR in connection with the alleged fraud last month. According to EOW, financial irregularities in executing desilting work contracts for the Miti River has resulted in loss of 65.54 crore for the BMC and in turn the public exchequer. The development comes a day after the ED carried out searches in 18 locations across Mumbai, Kochi, and Thrissur in connection with the investigation. The search operation covered the residential office premises of Dino Moria and his brother Santino Moria, BMC engineer Prashant, civic contractor, intermediaries, and so forth, and also Madprop Technical Services Private Limited, a Kochi-based company that rented machinery and equipment for the desilting work. So you can see how streamlined this whole operation was, and how according to ED, Dino and Santino Moria are close associates of Kadam. The EOW has interrogated both brothers last week after finding all these financial transactions between them and Kadam's family. So you can see how Dino Moria is getting caught, and in a very bad way. And let us see if the Enforcement Directorate has enough evidence to nail this guy, right? Because
In fact, I've got some interesting
yeah.
news also to say, Jaydev, that, I don't know how many of you know that this Santino Moria, who is Dino Moria's brother, based in Goa, has a restaurant, and also the fact that he married Farhan Akhtar's wife, the first wife. Okay, so you see the close links between all these people, and also this Dino Moria has a restaurant in Mumbai. So they said that there was some thing about drugs as well in this equation some years back, but none of that was later proved. So these brothers are into the thick of a lot of nonsense. That is true, Jay.
Yeah, and also the fact that in the Disha Salian case, FIR was filed against Dino Moria and Suraj Pancholi. So let's not forget that case, of course, Disha Salian case as well, in which Dino Moria's name has propped up in that FIR. So all this, why is the Disha Salian case not moving forward with that the advocate giving so much of evidence to the Mumbai High Court? And shouldn't the Mumbai High Court, give some sort of estimation as to when this case will be examined, the evidence will be examined, and at least some sort of update to the media should be given. But unfortunately, no such updates are out there. Yes.
Yeah. And yes, so now moving on to the next piece of news. On June 4th, the day of the stampede, the cricket stadium stampede tragedy, Shubankar Mishra. So I'll just mute you, Jaydev. I'm just getting an echo. Yeah. So Shubankar Mishra uploaded a video on his YouTube channel titled RCB's Victory Parade or a Funeral March. The video caught the attention of viewers, including RCB fans, who strongly believed that Mishra's video thumbnail was in poor taste. The thumbnail showed Virat Kohli, Jitesh Sharma, and RCB skipper Rajat Patidar posing with the trophy. The photo, however, was edited to depict blood on their hands and the winning trophy. The color of RCB's jersey was being splattered outside Chinnaswamy Stadium, but inside the same color was intoxicated in celebration. Is any trophy worth over 11 lives? Can a trophy be so precious that despite the loss of innocent lives, it is being celebrated? Is any victory so big that the screams of dying people cannot be heard? Can humans become so insensitive that the celebrations will go on despite the people dying outside? This question is for the Karnataka government, organizers, all RCB players, and everyone who ignored the tragedy and continued with their celebrations. The clipped part of the introduction of the video was later circulated on social media platforms by online commentators, including RCB supporters, panned the perceived accusatory tone of the video. There was a spike in Google searches made using the words Shubanker Mishra and Shubankar Mishra Instagram followers, and a decline in his followers count on social media. Now, while his YouTube subscribers count remains unscathed, Mishra's official Instagram account saw a decline of over 87,000 followers since Thursday. So this is how people who oppose you or are your enemies make you suffer in social media.
Yeah, see, with regards to Shubankar Mishra, he's a popular YouTuber, and he was a news journalist in a key news channel earlier. And then he, started his YouTube channel, and he gathered a huge following. And I would agree with him on this point as to, why are the key players of the RCB, they do not care about the lives lost in this horrible stampede. They could have donated some money at least for the victims. No, there is not even one paise donated to the victims from any of the players of the RCB, who is earning in crores and crores of money, and they are getting money from playing matches, endorsements, and many others. But when it comes to the innocent common man who is interested in cricket, with his hard-earned money, he is paying the ticket and going to the stadium. And when he is killed, no one cares. They only want his money. And that is the most important thing for the players to see, that the stadium is full, right? They just want your money. They don't care about your personal well-being or your personal safety. So that is the harsh. Yeah.
In fact, even when the stampede happened, these people had the victory after that. So they knew that this happened. And yet they did not care, and they continued with their victory celebrations. So look at how callous these people are.
Yeah, but until and unless, the Indian people who are interested in cricket, they have to decide to boycott watching these matches in stadiums. They can watch it in the comfort of their own homes, right? What is stopping them from watching these matches at the comfort of their own home, where they are safe and they can watch it with any meal they order from whatever Zomato or Swiggy, and they will also save a lot of money. So why do they have to go to the stadium, where I'm sure that you won't get even a glimpse of the players' faces from such a distance? You will get the best view from sitting at home, right? So this is kind of hilarious, and I think the public should keep these so-called cricket celebrities at their places. And
And
this is
not
the
only
right,
that,
yeah,
everybody says that IPL is a fixed match. So why the hell are you wasting your time over these matches? Why don't you spend it on more useful things than all these, fixed matches and match fixing and all these things? When you know that everything is arranged and orchestrated, including Virat Kohli's melodrama on and off the stadium.
yeah. When it is the Karnataka government is also equally at fault here, no doubt about it. But the thing is, why did the players not even give any sort of, compensation for the victim's family? Is the
Yeah,
question, or did they release any such statement,
yeah.
saying
So
that, yeah,
yeah. So Lena says the organizers did not tell the crowd to come. If you die or get hurt, why would IPL bother? Better people boycott IPL. Why that craze? Cricketers are not bothered about their fans. And Janet says justice for Sushant, Disha, and Jia Khan. Friends, on 14th, the day Sushant Singh Rajput was declared dead, we will, ask you to please come live and speak your thoughts about the callous manner in which, the government, the Maharashtra government, has just decided to ignore Sushant Singh Rajput's, justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, and said, and CBI very slyly, not even publicly through a press conference, has given a clean chit to Riya Chakravarti. Shameless people. Nobody even seems to trust CBI anymore. So we want to make it quite loud and clear on 14th. So please, friends, join us live and do speak about your mind. Welcome, Rekha. Now, moving on to something that is troubling India is the fact that certain deaths that are very strange, and sometimes you think that are people living logically has become the question. In a murder case that spans Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Meghalaya, Sonam Raghuvanshi, the wife of Indore-based businessman Raja Raghuvanshi, has been arrested from a dhaba on the Varanasi-Ghazipur highway in eastern Uttar Pradesh. Now, she is accused of orchestrating her husband's murder during their honeymoon in Meghalaya. Now, with the help of her lover and hired killers, Sonam was located around 3 a.m. Uh, at a roadside eatery after she made a call to her parents informing them about her location at a roadside eatery. Her family alerted the Indore police, who coordinated with their Uttar Pradesh counterparts. Ghazipur police picked her and took her for medical examination before sending her to a one-stop center. She'll be handed over to Meghalaya police, who are leading the investigation. UP police have not interrogated her, said ADG, Law and Order Amitabh Yash. Meghalaya DGP Idashisha Nonrang confirmed that the three men had been arrested in overnight raids, one from UP and two from Indore. All three have allegedly confessed to being hired by Sonam to murder her husband Raja. Now, the strange thing is that why do you have to murder someone after marriage is a question that everybody asks. I mean, if you don't want to marry someone, it's fine. Go ahead, have your life, paint the town red. But you don't need to, harass a man unless the motive is money. And now that thing should come out. And then I was looking at the photo of her lover. I mean, he looks like he's been just picked up from some church. I don't know what she found in that man that she, risked her husband's life and made three men kill him. So this is a very gruesome story that has come out, and I don't know why she would have even called her parents. In which case, she herself has voluntarily given herself up to the police, which means that there may be something more to this issue. Because if it was not so, she would have been absconding. But she was sitting at a dhaba and waiting for the police to catch her. And Janet says, absolutely right, karma doesn't leave a person who does wrong. And Meenaji, when you did live for Narendra Modi ji, did you get any response from the PM? No. this is now 4 years have passed. We've got we get mail saying that it has been received and they are passing it on. But other than that, absolutely no communication. And Lena says, "Is it possible that he must?" Yes, that is what we all presume. Now, Lena says, "Why did she marry? Was she forced to marry him?" Now, here, see, if they say that this woman has orchestrated the death. Now, if you look at her in the in the left image, she looks remorseful. So, is there something more to it? The people behind, the man who is her lover, supposed lover, and the 3 men or the 4 men who killed her husband, is there something more to it? Is she a drug addict? What is it? What is the motive behind it is something that has to come out, but it is the most gruesome murder. And another question Lena asks is, why did her parents give her up? And Aman says, the lover looks like a poor, yes, absolutely, jobless guy. He does not look like a murderer, but you never know. Yes. And Lena says that man was in love with, that man was in love with looks. Yes, he looks quite strange. That is the point that I've been trying to make, Lena. That it could not be looks that this woman has gone behind him. If the whole thing is true that she did it for her lover. Now, what I still don't understand is that if you don't want to marry somebody, don't marry. You can just go straight away and marry your lover. In today's age, no parents are going to stand in the way. It has become so modern. Indian society has become so modern. You can go to Timbuktu with your lover. So there is something much more to it. Either she is a victim of something, rather devious, or there is something, the money angle could be also a part of it. Yeah, back to you, Jim.
Yeah, see, many things don't add up because, first of all, if she did not want to marry, she could have escaped or, eloped with this so-called lover of hers, right? And also the fact that she has a criminal mindset from what it is very, very, obvious because
yeah.
hiring 3 people to kill any person or hiring even one person to kill someone, you need a criminal mindset. And
now Lena
yeah,
says she made her husband put on something worth 10 lakhs. So there is money behind it, is what Lena is also putting forth. Jai Shri Ram, Purnima, welcome always.
yeah. Now the big question is, will the courts, examining this case, will they, examine whatever evidence has been submitted, and will they let her out in bail? Is my question. After so much evidence is submitted, so we will have
You
to
mean
wait and
like
see.
Riya Chakravarti, who then
Yeah.
starts a store and then goes gallivanting to the abroad, isn't it?
Exactly. So let us see how the justice system works in the case of a non-celebrity in this case. Yes.
Yeah. Another thing is, Jaydev, see what I've noticed. I would also like seek your opinion, viewers, is that see these 3 particular podcasters, I believe, are selected by certain people to promote their agenda. And now I'm talking about people like Vijay, Raj Shamani, Beer Biceps, and Curly Tails, because they are always talking to people who nobody can get. Even the Indian media can't get Malaya. But this man is sitting very cozily with Raj Shamani for 4.5 hours, which he says was interviewed in 2 days. Okay. Now, how do these people? Now you're getting people from Dubai. Curly Tails is always in the house of some Dubai very ultra rich businessman, very cozily sitting in their house and having food. Okay. Now, Beer Biceps is also chasing some person who nobody can get. So these 3 seem to be very planted podcasters who are being paid or controlled to sort of push the agenda of people like Malaya and so many others. So you see many actors also on their podcasts who have negative images, and they praise them to the skies. So, if you please, friends, just try to find out what is behind these three podcasters, because they seem to get plum people, all negative people, and then busy whitewashing them. And then what happened to Beer Biceps is something unforgivable. And still he's coming back with all the pomp and glory, thinking that the intelligent people will still follow him. They've got it all wrong, isn't it?
Yeah. So the first question.
Please go ahead with the story, Jenny. Yeah.
Yeah. So first question is, this guy Raj Shamani, who's a podcaster on YouTube, he got to interview Vijay Mallaya, who's facing multiple fraud charges in India, and he gave a 4-hour long interview with this guy Raj Shamani. And the Vijay Mallaya, he responded with regards to troubles. If I have assurance of a fair trial and a dignified existence in India, he may come back to India. So this is what he was quoted as saying, and also the fact that Vijay Mallaya has lost an appeal against a London High Court bankruptcy order in a case pertaining to more than 11,000 crores debt to lenders, including the SBI, as we all know. Mallaya has been living in Britain since fleeing India in 2016. He has been embroiled in a very long legal battle with lenders as well as the Indian authorities following the 2012 collapse of the Kingfisher Airlines defunct. And in February, Vijay Mallaya approached Karnataka High Court and sought details of loan recoveries made by banks. Malaya's legal counsel argued that while 6,200 crores was originally due, banks have recovered 14,000 crore rupees. So what is happening is that this whole podcast is made to the 4-hour long interview by Raj Shamani with Vijay Mallaya is made to look like Vijay Mallaya is the victim. So he is being whitewashed by such a podcast.
No, my question, Jaydev, is that, see, if a person like Raj Shamani is getting him so easily, why is the Indian government not getting him?
Exactly.
Okay, so, why can't he? If Vijay Mallaya is so clean and he's so pure, why can't he come to India and give interviews? So, which means out of fear he is living there, right? So why fear if you have not committed a fraud?
Yeah, so the SBI especially, they have to ask this question to Raj Shamani, how did you get him? So that is the state of situation right now.
Yeah. So Panel says, Panel says all three podcasters are very popular and have good reach among the masses. Also, Beer Biceps has a very strong research team, and now they're coming up with documentaries. No, here I do not agree with you, Fennel, and sorry to say that, but to say that these people have an agenda, and what they do is they try to push some Sanatana Dharma thing on you, or try to interview some good politicians like Nitin Gadkari, okay, or other people, and then they say that now people have been fooled. Then they start coming with people like Priya Chakravarti and all these people. So please understand, there is an agenda in this, and it's not because of the research. It is because somebody is paying them and somebody is hiking their numbers. It is not that. Do you think everybody is watching curly tail stupid programs? Nobody is. It is because it is being pushed by certain people artificially. And why are our numbers, when we are speaking about the truth, we are getting you lawyers who are spilling the beans, not getting any views because we are being curtailed. So please try to understand that. I am sure, Penal, you know better than me about how these social media platforms work. Aban says Vijay Mallaya has the guts to say that. Yes, absolutely. So well said, Aban. Vijay Mallaya, I saw on YouTube saying that he's not a chore. I think he's 100 times worse. Yes, and he has cheated the common man, his employees. He did not pay them. What sort of a man is he? I'm not saying that he did not do good things. For example, the Kingfisher airline that he had was one of the best. But you can't push a good thing and then say that I'm clean. No, if you do fraud, you're a fraudster, you're a con man, you're a scamster. And you need to face the law. Yes, Vanel, because see, just you look at the way she goes and interviews people like Vivek Oberoi in Dubai. Who is Vivek Oberoi? He doesn't have any movies. Now he's supposed to be doing a diamond business, and she's sitting there at food and having a lavish lunch. So please understand, these people have an agenda, and that's why they're scared all the time. Okay, now for Vijay or for Shamani to act as though he's come out of some sort of a recreation where he's retreated and come out and he's so pure. No, the fact is they know exactly what they're doing, and they're not doing it openly as in whitewashing, but they are doing it, and this is not good when these people are facing the law. Yes, Kingfisher was really good. Yeah. Public must have to think that so-called famous non-humans are not worth spending. Very well said, Prasad. That's exactly what I had in mind. And Fennel says, also if you notice, the same guests are repeated on each other. Yes, and not only in each other's show, Fennel. You have a program where curly tails and bare biceps are hugging each other and having lunch. So please, how many clues do you need to understand that these people are foisted upon us on a gullible, gullible public who think that they're doing a great job? Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, so it is quite obvious that Vijay Mallaya, he is he knows that Rajshamani is a safe bet, and he won't ask very difficult questions like Arnab Goswami. So that's the reason why he gave a 4-hour long interview, for this person.
Actually, Jaydev, to tell you the truth, I'm sure his team would have written the questions and given it to this Shamani. That's all. And Shamani had the, at least may have the energy to read it. And look at the way he falls and falls all over him, as though he's some hero,
Yeah, maybe the mainstream media should take this up, and they should ask the Indian authorities as to how Rajshamani got this interview in the first place. So that is
absolutely.
what, yeah. So friends, that's all the news from my end, and we will see you tomorrow.
Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.